Hello, good morning. What's new? I expect to pass through life but once. If therefore there be any kindness I can show, or any good thing I can do to any fellow human being, let me do it now and not defer or neglect it, as I shall not pass this way again. William Penn. In an episode of Unlocking Us by Brene Brown, she talked about how each and every one of us is living through this global pandemic and operating on fear and scarcity. We don't know the future of our homes, our blocks, our towns, our states, our country, or even the world. We have no recent memory guiding us on how to handle this situation. We're scared. People are getting sick and dying from going to the grocery store. We haven't been able to see our friends in conventional ways. We haven't seen our family. We can't go watch a drag show at a bar with a big group of people. We can't go sit at a restaurant with our entire work team. Not in the same way, anyway. And I know that there are people who dismiss this entire pandemic or shit on science or take some racist and small-minded point of view. I'm not talking about them. They don't have the emotional intelligence to allow suffering beyond their own body or household. This fear of getting sick or getting others sick and the scarcity that comes as a side effect. Remember when we couldn't get toilet paper? It's hurting us. It is the cousin to fear. We are in the mindset of, I don't have enough, or what if I never have enough, or how do I get enough? How much money did you put into Jeff Bezos' pockets this year? I know I lined it pretty well. This mindset of not feeling like you don't have enough forces you to compartmentalize everything. Brown says even our pain and hurt are not immune from being assessed and ranked. Without thinking, we begin to rank our suffering and use it to deny ourselves permission to feel. This is the act of comparative suffering. You are hurting, you are suffering, and yet you rank your suffering in comparison to other people. Oh, I shouldn't feel so bad, I'm stuck inside. There are others that are stuck in bed, or I shouldn't feel bad about missing my high school graduation. There are families with no income. Or I shouldn't be so tired. I'm not a doctor or a nurse working during this pandemic. Brown says it best that empathy is not a finite resource. It is not a pizza. You don't have only 8 slices of empathy to go around and then you let yourself starve. Just because someone else may have a different situation than you does not mean that you're not suffering. You can have empathy for the family that has no income, the people confined to their beds, the doctors and nurses risking their lives, and still have empathy for you. You can feel sad and upset and angry about all of these things. You do not have to hoard the empathy for others only. You are a person experiencing hard times, and it is okay to feel these feelings. This applies outside of a pandemic too. Just because someone else has it bad or you rank it as worse does not mean that you aren't in pain or suffering. This is not a selfish act to have empathy for your situation and your feelings. In fact, it gives you great practice in showing empathy for other people. How would you want to be shown empathy if you were in that situation? You have to feed your own soul if you ever want to help feed the souls of others. You can be empathetic to yourself and your situation and still have grace, kindness, and compassion for others. By realizing that empathy and recognition of suffering is not a well that can be dried, but a wishing well full of potential understanding, you open your own heart. After all, by having this inner dialogue of lenience, mercy, and compassion, you're building your own toolbox of love and generosity. By not comparing your suffering with someone who may have it worse, you'll be better equipped to support those around you. Be kind to one another.